Okay, I want to go back to number 17 and talk about different ways to write the second equation. N plus Q equals 15 needs to be written another way only because sometimes you might not see this in the answer choice. So, before I show you that, let me tell you about the numbers 3 and 5. If I add 3 and 5 together, I get 8. Now, how can I use those same numbers with a subtraction sign? Let's do 8, the total, minus one of the numbers that was added, 5. Without even thinking, I'm going to go ahead and write the other number. And look, it's true. So 8 minus one of the numbers added, 5, will give me the other number, 3. Let's try using the 3 first. Let's subtract 3 from 8. 8 minus 3. Without even thinking, I'm going to go ahead and write the 5. Is that true? Yes, it is. This concept applies to N plus Q equals 15. Let's change it. N plus Q equals 15. So we start with the total, 15. Pick either of the two letters. Let's do Q. Subtract it. It will give me N. Let's write it another way. 15 minus, well, we've already used Q. Let's use N. Equals Q. Now, for those that say, I don't get that, well, let's plug in some numbers and see how true this is. Give me two numbers that give us 15. Yeah, I like 10 and 5. Easy numbers. So, N is 10, Q is 5. So I'm just going to go in and fill in real quick. 5 is Q, N is 10, N is 10, 5 is Q. Okay, now let's see. Does it work out? Is 15 minus 5 10? Yes, it is. Is 15 minus 10 5? Yes, it is. So what did we just learn? It works. So one more time. Given this problem, N plus Q equals 15. What do? Take the 15, the total, subtract off the N or the Q, and it automatically equals the other number. You can also start off with 15 and subtract off, not N, but the Q, because we've already done that, and then we set it equal to N. Now be careful, because on your homework, I did not write it that way. I moved him in front. So it is written like this. And that is the same thing. And for those that say, Miss, I don't get it, I don't get it. Okay, let me cover this up. Move him to the other side. Move him to the other side. I know it looks weird and I know it looks funny, but it is correct. Let's try another one. S plus L equals 500. So start off with the total. So 500. Subtract off a letter, minus S. Now don't put the equals L here. Just write it in front and you're done. I know you're probably a little relieved because that made more sense because I did it at first, not at the end. I went ahead and moved it to the front instead of writing it at the end. Let's do 500 the total. Instead of S, let's get rid of L. It will equal S. Now, let me give you some numbers so that you can see how that works with the number in front. So let's go back to that 3 plus 8 equals, or excuse me, it was 3 plus 5 equals 8. We did the total, 8. We took off 3, and we got, automatically without thinking, it was 5. Does 5 equal 8 minus 3? Yes. What is 8 minus 3? 5. Does 5 equal 5? Yes. Therefore, this is a true statement. Now let's take that same 8, and instead of subtracting 3, let's subtract 5. Without even thinking, I can write 3. 8 minus 5, what is it? It is 3. Same thing. Yes, they are going to try and confuse you. Okay, before ending this video, let me give you just an example and see if you can give me the answer. D plus Q equals 29. Start off with the total. Subtract either one, D or Q, equals the other letter. So where should I write it? Front. Now let's do it again, but using subtracting not D, but the other letter. And what will it equal? D. Every time. So know that this can become him and can also become him.